So December 25th becoming a symbolic, not historical celebration, right? The date symbolized light returning to the world because of the soul meaning the soul was the sun god, celebration of the sun, the new sun. That was celebration on 25th. Okay, so it was return of the light to the world, hope of the darkness, the new beginning as well, the birth of spiritual consciousness, being more aware. These themes match Jesus's message perfectly. You see, they just kind of took Jesus' message and they took their theme of their Roman celebrations and they merged them together. Hi, Matthias. Thank you for joining my live. Hi, Zoe. Thank you for joining my live. Hi, guys. Today we're speaking about the origins of Christmas, where it's coming from, right? From the pagan beginnings and how they took the pagan belief and they took the Christians and Yeshua's teachings at that time. Remember when Yeshua was crucified in the first century, right? There was no Christian religion. It was all about this teacher, this rabbi, this guy that went around teaching people. There was no church. There was no political institution called Christianity or the Roman Catholic Church. That never existed at that time. That only came about in the 4th century. Now remember that things change in time. The message may also be changing in time from the time Yeshua was teaching the people in Galilee and everywhere else, teaching about the love of God, to love each other and respect each other and see each other as holy and divine, right? Now, that was the whole of 1st century, so things can change when the Roman Empire decided to now embrace Christianity as a religion, a formal religion, you understand, in the 4th century. So today we're breaking down these steps, what really happened. You know, get what I'm trying to say, right? Now they took Soul, which was the sun god celebration of 25th of December. It was a Roman celebration, a festival, a Roman festival. And they just took the birth of Christ and they said, okay, Jesus was born on this day because the celebration, the festival celebration was on the 25th of December. So I'll repeat, there's no date or historical date for Jesus' birth. You can go do your own research to see, just to understand what I'm trying to say here, right? The 25th was just a chosen, like a day, okay, this day works for us, let's go with it. Because we want to unite the pagans and the so-called followers of Yeshua, of Jesus Christ, and then they gave his name Jesus Christ. Now, remember his real name was Yeshua or something in that line. So we all like collectively agree it's Yeshua. It was not Jesus. Jesus was given or coined by the Roman Catholic Church. They just took a story and a story needed to have a character name and the key character of the New Testament is Jesus. So that's the name they gave, you understand, at the time. And then we stuck with it and we all accepted it as collective agreement, right? So the spiritual meaning behind the date of the 25th of December. Even if Jesus wasn't born on that day, the symbolism remains powerful. The rebirth, the light overcoming the darkness, inner awakening, the return of divine consciousness. Remember that the Old Testament is all about the struggles, right? The collective struggles of human beings through the 40 years in the deserts, discovering who they are, discovering the promised land, destroying people that were occupying at that time, occupying that land, taking over in the name of God, dear God, Yahweh, who gave them the power to kill and plunder and all those things. You understand? Yeah. Remember, if you go back and you read the New Testament, it's like a new book altogether. It doesn't really correlate because, yeah, we in the New Testament, there's introduction to this character called Jesus, who wants peace and love, and he doesn't want to hurt and plunder and steal, whatever. He just wants peace and understand. He wants people to love themselves and love their brothers and not to criticize and kill. Now, which is totally different to the Old Testament, right? The Old Testament is quite an interesting book to read, right? But remember, everything should not be taken literally. There's a lot of symbolism in it as well. Right now, spiritual meaning and the date, I said it was about rebirth, light overcoming darkness, right? The darkness of the Old Testament, because that was like the dark times, you understand? Inner awakening as well, understanding who you are, the return of divine consciousness. Many traditional or spiritual traditions honor the solace as a time of renewal, enlightenment, and new beginnings. Now winter is known as the solace, right? In the northern hemisphere, right? So many spiritual traditions honor the solace of a time of renewal, enlightenment, and new beginnings, which is quite interesting. Okay, let's continue. Now, in summary, we can say that basically Yeshua, who is Yeshua according to Jesus? Okay, Yeshua versus Jesus. Let's speak more about that. Jesus, who is Jesus according to the Bible? Okay, number one, Yeshua is a historical mystic, Jewish mystic. Yeshua is a historical Jewish mystic, right?